What's up guys, Jimmy from Mountain Bike Travel Review here, and today we're going to do a quick tour of my brand new Escapade Backcountry Camper. Too much detail, let's start with the basics. This is the standard 5.5 feet by 10 feet backcountry camper. It weighs in around 1,550 pounds. The weight at the tongue is 200 pounds. It is 15 feet from hitch to hitch, 7 feet 2 inches wide from the outside fender to outside fender. Its exterior height to the top of the roof rack is 7 foot 5 inches, and it has 16 inches of ground clearance. Starting at the front of the trailer, you'll see that there is a deep cycle 12-volt battery mounted directly to the frame. That is right in front of a steel black powder-coated cargo rack on the tongue. The deep cycle battery is properly wired with fuses to power any accessories that you have inside the camper, and is stored in this easy to open and close weatherproof case that straps down nice and tight. There's also a leveling jack on the front that is easy to adjust. It swings down, you replace the pin, and then crank this bad boy up to the necessary height. On the front there is a standard 2-inch ball hitch receiver that mounts directly to the frame. The frame is a 2x3-inch steel powder-coated frame that runs all the way from front to back, making sure this trailer is as sturdy as possible. The exterior is made of aluminum exterior panels, and then there is a diamond-plated stone guard that runs along the entire front, along the sides, and then along the lower end of the back to protect from any damage while on the road. On the roof we have the 1.25-inch steel powder-coated roof rack rated up to 500 pounds. Nice secure fit there, perfect for either a bike rack or a box on the roof. In front of the roof rack we have the MaxxAir Deluxe powered roof vent with a built-in rain shield to protect it from the elements while you're utilizing it. As far as wheels go, I have the standard 15-inch aluminum rims with full-size tires, which is a really nice feature. You also have the full spare mounted to the side of the camper. That being said, the newer models actually come with some crazy nice Raceline Defender aluminum rims and Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires, which makes it look really cool. The wheels are mounted to the Timbren axle-less suspension, which is actually rated up to 3,500 pounds, which is more weight than you'll ever have in this trailer. I also opted for the electric trailer brakes, which was a great choice for me. It's just a little extra protection in case of emergencies on the highway or short stopping, and they worked really well when I went to pick up the camper trailer. This also gives you a better view of the steel powder-coated frame underneath. They also have the plywood floor you can see there that has a rubberized coating on it to protect from the weather hitting the bottom of the trailer. Moving now to the rear of the trailer, we'll look at the BAL leveling jacks. There's a leveling jack on each side of the camper, both mounted to the steel frame. They're very easy to move up and down and allow you to level out the camper or just create more security when you're parked. The tool to move them up and down is provided by Escapade Campers, so really easy to use and convenient. The camper is equipped with brake and running lights on all sides. You'll see that the lights on the back are the brake. They also serve as your left and right blinkers, and they are very bright, so no need to worry about that. Then you have your running lights on all sides, and these will be on as long as your running lights are on inside your vehicle. Above the windows you have your standalone vents, ensuring there is always airflow in the camper. You also have your 110-volt plugs on both the front and back. The back runs to a connector inside, and the front runs to your trickle charger that charges your battery. Next up you have your kayak and canoe tie-down points. They're on each corner of the camper. They can be used for holding anything down to the camper, but they do not recommend hanging a hammock or anything too heavy from these tie-downs. Last but not least, you have your professional seal all around the camper. It is all fully waterproof, freshly sealed, shouldn't have any issues as long as you have proper care for this and don't allow it to ice up and get ruined over the years. Making our way to the inside of the camper now. Each side of the camper does have functional windows, and there's a door on each side of the camper as well for easy access. Each door has functioning windows. They lock and unlock, opens and latches into place to hold it. Then there's a screen at the bottom that also opens for easy access. The doors have a deadbolt lock on each side that can be locked and unlocked both from the inside and out, as well as a regular lock on the door handles themselves. To prevent from damage when swinging the door open, there is a bumper placed on the side of the camper. There's also a properly fit rain guard above the door to prevent water from running in when you open and close the door. Moving to the back of the camper now, we have the galley door that opens up to the galley storage area. Normally there would be a wall at the bottom, but since I'm going to have my dog, I had them blow out the wall for me to put a dog bed. This is the base model, so there's some pretty standard shelving here. The galley area is 20 inches deep. Over on the left side here, you can see we have a 12-volt hookup that hooks up to that deep cycle battery at the front of the camper. This gives us 2 USB ports and 1 standard socket. It has an on-off switch and then has a charge reader so you can see how much battery power you have left in the battery. If it drops down to, I think, 11.5 or below, that means it's time to charge your deep cycle battery because you don't want to run that battery below 50%. As we move down below the shelf here, you see we have a standard 110-volt hookup. This runs directly to the plug outside, so if you do have access to shore power, you can plug in and run 110 volts in the rear of the camper here. Again, you can see that everything is just really well finished. All the fine-tuned details are there. And now we can get our first glimpse inside the camper itself. Pretty wide open space, honestly more room than I was expecting. Over on the right hand wall here you can see the mounts. That's actually the spare tire mounted to the outside of the vehicle. Here we have our 4-inch memory foam mattress. This is a tri-fold mattress that can be folded up into a seat. It's actually really comfortable and fits perfectly inside. As we move back out of the galley, you'll see that the galley also has the door handle lock as well as the deadbolt, which is accessible from both the inside and the outside. And the door shuts nice and secure. Just one more note on the galley door while we are here. When you do swing this door open, of course you're worried about the wind or anything flying that door open. They have added this little latch to the back of the door, very easy to use and holds it nice and secure when you have that door open. Another really nice feature. Now that we've covered the exterior of the camper, it's time to move inside. As you move in the left door here, you'll see some nice convenient shelving. That's actually an electrical panel right in front of you. If we open up the electrical box hidden behind the panel, you will see that there is a fuse box, which contains all the fuses for the power running to all of the different accessories. And then there is a Noco Genius Gen 1 Mini, which is actually a trickle charger to maintain the charge for the battery to prevent overcharging. On the ceiling, you can see the Max Air Deluxe powered roof vent. We'll walk you through that quickly. You simply pop open and then spin open the roof cover. There are then controls on the fan itself, so you have a power button, you have multiple speeds, you can change the rotation to rotate from in to out, and let me tell you, this fan can kick up some serious air, so it's perfect to keep flow going through the camper, keep condensation down in those colder days, and all of this is linked to your 12-volt deep cycle battery on the front of the camper itself. In the left corner of the front shelves, we have another 110 plug-in with USBs and 2 110 ports. Again, that is powered by the 110 plug on the outside, which also charges your battery. And then we have another 12-volt hookup that also runs off the battery on-off switch. It has a regular cigarette lighter plug-in, and then 2 USBs with the charge read on the panel itself. As we continue along the inside of the camper, you'll see you have the standalone vents that are always open, allowing airflow into the camper. You have these small cubbies in each corner of the camper. We can then move along to the window. See that the window has an open and close lock. You can open the window. You can also open the screen, allowing full access through the window, and then lock it back up for security. There are 2 click on and off LED lights inside the camper that again are connected to that 12-volt battery. The interior structure of the camper is made of 3/4-inch UV finished maple. All of the walls do have radiant barrier insulation. The floor also has an insulated subfloor with wood grain padded vinyl over the top, and then there's additional rigid foam insulation throughout the roof as well. Much like everything else in the camper, you can see that the detail work was really there. They put a lot of passion into what they build, the trim on the inside, the UV maple, just a really nice job all around. Last but not least, we'll show you how this tri-fold mattress, again 4-inch memory foam, folds down. I had it in a couch position, and now I can fold it down into a nice bed. This is a queen size mattress, so plenty of space for 2-3 people. And then again, I had them below out that galley wall in the back so I could put a dog bed back there. It's a perfect setup for me. Alright guys, now that we've finished the interior and exterior, I just wanted to show you one more thing about the camper. I purchased this trailer dolly off of Amazon for like 50 bucks. I'll put a link in the description here. This camper only weighs 200 pounds at the hitch, so I can easily roll this around either at home to park it or on a campsite when things get a bit tight. Just really nice to know that it is very mobile and easy to move around, and super cheap to get a dolly. Alright everyone, that wraps up my tour of Escapade Camper's 2019 Backcountry Camper. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's easy to move, it's lightweight. I drove 22 hours back home with this when I picked it up, and it was very easy to travel with. There are a ton of add-on features you can get. Everything from a full kitchen setup in the back with a fridge, to an awning, to a tent that sits on the top. You can really do whatever you want. I kept it very basic so that I could customize myself. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you did like the video and find it useful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting multiple